points on the legs. Live in the hills, but I still get a spread. Started with a live, but I still reinvest it. Fear how I feel, then you feel less a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but they sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Fingers to the down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a wonderful day. It was crazy. But I have some bad news for you. Today was really bad. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but what we saw here today, it was not good. So here's the market. We had a little bit of a gap down. A lot of people were doubting that the Pelosi thing was going to cause volatility, but it did. We woke up with futures down. Asian stocks did not do good. We bounced up a little at open, had some volatility, and then right when Pelosi landed safely, everybody was like, okay, it's chill. Even though we got a little bit of retaliation. But now, why this is so bad, because everybody was focused on this today, and really, again, the market just did not move a lot, even though it seemed like a lot of things were happening. But the problem is the yield curve, the bonds, and the dollar, they all went crazy. So here, this is another recession signal. I'm gonna give it to you right now. This is the 3-month versus the 10-year yield curve. I'm smiling saying this right now because this is what Jerome Powell told you to watch. And he said, no, ignore the 2-10. Remember this one, that's the 2 and 10. That's the one that we would show you. That's the one that I've been operating off of. But this one, Powell has been saying, no, 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 this is the one that matters. This is the one that the Fed is looking at. Well, here's the problem. Today in the morning, that actually inverted for the first time. So that's one thing to watch, because you saw how the other yield curve, it might go back and forth. That was a big thing. But now, even look at the 2 and the 10, you saw a bunch of yield curve movements. Literally, the 5-year yield went crazy, all because of this China stuff. Again, we talked about it in the morning. The thing was, we had a little bit of the volatility, but the dollar got stronger. The yen even got stronger. Hong Kong dollar, even the Taiwanese dollar, they all moved in anticipation of some of the global tensions, and that had this weird effect. But here's the simple part. Pretty much after Powell and all of the Fed speakers and everything that happened, you started to see the rate hike odds go back up again. Pretty much all of the calming down on the Fed futures that we got from Powell in this whole rally, yeah, it's gone. It's gone. You're back to pricing exactly of what we were at, or more so what we were at the beginning of the week. Literally, Fed futures now are pricing in about 20%, almost 30% chance of their now going back to the 75 or 100 basis point hike. So welcome. We got a lot to talk about. There is a lot. I'm going to go over all of that. The other main keys, again, I just gave you a big part of it, so I hope you remember that. But then we got a bunch of plays. We had great hits from yesterday, and then we got a couple of more that we're looking at in Airbnb earnings. So drop your thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you don't know, we're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. YouTube.com/ I don't know why you like the shirt? No, I don't care. YouTube.com/ the stock market. I hope I see you in the morning. My girlfriend got this for me. I like it, bro. It's a South Park Adidas shirt. I'm like, let's go. I like it. I like it, baby. They need new episodes, man. I need to see some of the new ones. But right off the bat, let's get into the keys. So we're going to start here with Nancy. This was important. Literally, like I said, World War III did not happen, but what we got to be watching for is now any retaliation from China. Again, we were worried about this right when she landed. The market was able to get a little bit bullish, but the main point is the first part of the story is done. So we got to find out immediately if there was going to be volatility, but throughout the day, we saw them do a ban on a United States battery plant. They did set up literally live firing drills all around Taiwan. Here is the picture right when Nancy landed. Within like an hour, they announced that they're going to be doing these live firing drills, which is pretty crazy. But for you now, this is the main point, because what we're looking for to move the markets is going to be any sort of retaliation. And even Kirby said it today, it looks like it's probably going to be an economic retaliation. So keep your eyes out for that. That's a big, big key that we got here today. But now, number 2, like we said, a lot of the focus was just all over the place today. But in the midst of everything, what the Fed speaker said, that was really, really big. And now this is where it gets interesting on the daily chart, because you see this drop right here. This is when they announced the first China retaliation on that battery plant in North America, right? You saw the market start to move, but now it also correlates with the last Fed speaker that we got, Loretta Mester, today. We had 3. It was Fed Dolly, Charles Evans, and then Loretta Mester, and all of them were very, very hawkish. Every single one of them said, no, we are not stopping here. We don't need to slow down. I think Charlie Evans, he even said they could even go back to 75, and he wants to see a 3% rate. But the point was, the Fed speak even correlated with some of the China stuff. But now, so far this week, we've heard from 5 Fed people. We're going to hear Bullard today after hours, and I think that might be the last one. But the point is, all of them are echoing that chorus, and now you are watching it with the Fed futures, the yield curves going crazy, and again now the dollar with some of the external stuff or the global tensions. So there's all of that. Here's the final key. The global tensions are still on watch. Yesterday was very important, still important today, a little bit less, but now the global tensions are really the only thing that is going to make this rally fizzle out. Shout out to Peach, baby, Bradley Frizzle. But literally, we don't have to go down from here, but if there are any more issues, more escalation, and things just get in the way leading to the CPI, it's going to help take out the wind out of any upside rally. I have 415 and 417 because these are the upside points that we need to break to look a little bit more bullish, or where we started to come down from last time. So pretty much this week was looking good. The earnings this morning were good. Even after hours didn't get too much in the way, but the whole point is now these global tensions and now whatever actions come, this could slow down the momentum. And if anything, I'll tell you this now, I mean, we'll see what happens, but I think the rally of what we're watching, it's going to be over right when we see oil start surging again, because it's kind of stayed subdued, and that very well may be the next step as we move forward with August. But wait for August 10th and the CPI. But let us get into the plays. So, like I said, this week is kind of straightforward. You just got to watch out for the commodities, or if any of that stuff comes back, and again, the dollar, Fed futures, and all of that. But as far as the plays now, a lot of earnings plays, and a lot of stuff kind of related to a bunch of just random factors we've been seeing. So, first play, some of you might not like this, but I'm starting with Tesla. I grabbed a Tesla put today. I grabbed a next week 750 for about 220. It went up a little bit, and I got this right when we got the news. So literally, the first economic retaliation, it impacted Ford and Tesla. That was mentioned there. Again, it's a battery plant by CATL, and China said, nah, we're halting that $5 billion plan to build that in North America. Tesla reacted a little bit, but why I chose that, I'm saying, well, if we get a lot of volatility, Tesla just absurdly just went up to 900 bucks. It has been on an absolute tear. So really, I'm just going after a volatility play. So it's short term, a little bit more expensive, but we'll see what happens. But that is the first play. And then number 2, baby, Airbnb. So listen, I don't care what anybody says. And honestly, if you're going to look into any negativity with Airbnb, just like you should go and fact check this stuff, because literally Airbnb killed it on the earnings. So some of the reports say that they missed. It was on their sales. Some people are saying they got a 90 PE. No, it actually got cut in half to 50 after this earnings. It's still high, and that's the only bad thing people could say about Airbnb right now. But everywhere else, they killed it. They even raised their guidance by about like $100 million. Their free cash flow, the trends and everything. It was good, but we talked about this all day. We said it. We were like, listen, Airbnb, until it like really breaks out and does very good where everybody has to reprice it, it's going to be a victim of the market in the correlation. So surprisingly, this didn't surprise us. We were saying they're going to kill it, probably going to go down just because of the market. But now I really love the info that I'm getting. And honestly, we have a great deposit with the long term. I'm going to be looking for some of that tomorrow, but we got flexibility, and I'm probably going to be playing Airbnb both ways. Pretty much, you're going to get a lot of analysts tomorrow. You know the report was good. Let's see how people try to interpret it, but there might be some big moves, and after that premium crush, I just think there might be better option plays than not. But for the long term, I'm loving it. I'm telling you, I God willing, baby, but it's a good one. I like it. I don't want to get too hyped on. I'm serious. I love it, but it was great. So gonna be looking for trades tomorrow, keeping an eye for a long term, depending on what it does, again, with the pricing, the market, and everything else, and then going from there. But that was a big one. Again, Starbucks also beat AMD. They missed and they started to go down, and then PayPal killed it. But all these post earnings, depending on what we get tomorrow, just remember those could be some really good plays. So watch out for that. That's number 2. Then finally, number 3, baby. This one is weird. I like it because we bought it such a long time ago and got clapped on it, but now it came back. APDN. So this is an old play. It has new news. The new news is now related to monkeypox. Remember, this was like an old COVID thing, or they had some rights, but pretty much they are working on a monkeypox PCR test, and they are sending it to like the New York State Department to verify the results, and pretty much they may have a play. So they got halted 29 times. They're up like 300 or 600%. Damn, that's crazy. We bought these shares a really long time ago. Sadly, we're still down 25%. I only put 100 shares. This was a small strategy play, but literally we grabbed that Chimrex yesterday. We were talking about the monkeypox stuff, so I like the fact that we got it and it's moving. I am going to be watching this, but in the back of my mind, one thing I'm thinking about, old biotech play, new news, it gets crushed and then goes crazy. The last time that happened, it was Longeveron. So I don't have any crazy ideas just because, again, Longeveron, we had fundamental stuff we could react to, but given how things are playing, this one might be interesting. So I would definitely keep your eyes on that. But those are the main plays. As far as everything else, those Lockheed Martins, we bought those yesterday, $400. They went up to $1,200, so $400 to $1,200. I'm still holding. I kind of like LMT, but again, you got to see it. Global tensions, they gapped up LMT, then came down, but then literally throughout the day, they just kept climbing. So I'm hoping we see that trend, but again, I'm going to push that for the next week or two, just given the fact how we're seeing it all play. But holding that, the Unity went up. If you didn't see that yesterday, go check it out. I love the Unity, but that play is now doubled. I'm putting it off the table. Again, if you're going to go bigger than one contract, I would not really be buying that now that the premiums have jacked up, but still holding that one. I don't think I took profits on anything else today. Yeah, and then I try to go for the bookings and all that, but then the only other play, I grabbed a next week or 2 weeks Uber $35 call for 10 cents. I grabbed 5 of them. They only went up like 2 cents by close, so 20%, but not anything too crazy. But those were the only other plays. I'm really going to be watching Lockheed Martin. Like I said, I'm putting this on the keys because I think we might watch it interact, but keep your eyes out on oil. Again, Oxy even had earnings, but going to be watching those, watching the post earnings, and then seeing, does the yield curve or dollar or any other outside news, do we kind of watch them combine and kind of watch the sales turn another direction? We will see, but that is your watch list, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure hydrate, healthy, ready to go. Make sure you post your watch list. Make sure we see you there in the morning. I need the armor on. I need the helmet shining. I need you to remember, baby, the devil is a lie. If you believe the wrong thing or lie to yourself, aka risk tolerance, it'll get you into a world of hurt. Keep it real with yourself. You know the truth. You know the long term. You know the future. Don't let the doubt and anxiety knock you out of the game. And always remember, baby, you're in it for the long run, and you decide your risk tolerance. You can simplify this game overnight and make it 10 times less stressful by really deciding, hey, this is my max risk. I do not react at this amount, and it will change everything, baby. But the coach loves you. I love you. I see you in the morning, chat, and let's stay blessed. I told you yesterday was awkward a little bit. You made it awkward. I'm chilling. I'm chill, bro. I'm ready. The yield curve, 3-month, 2-year, 10-year. Airbnb, I still fundamentally love it. It was fire, dog. Stop playing with me. Airbnb, I said God willing. To God be the glory, but that's a home run. I already see it. Stop. But you gotta be patient. Don't FOMO. We still recessing. The dollar's strengthened. There's a lot of unknown. Wall Street don't like this and that. It don't matter. Find me a company. Who? 4 quarters in a row. Raising guidance, beating, and still down there. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm excited. I gotta bring the energy. Okay, I'll cool down. Woosah, rub the ears, baby. Ooh, woosah. If you know, you know. If you understand that last reference, that's it. You're my brother. I love you. God, even if you're not, I still love you, but okay. I gotta go now. Goodbye. Peace out. Cartman says bye. Bye. Bye.